Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Yeah, but it's a spoiler. If you say you should know this before you go into the games, it's a spoiler. It's something you didn't know going into the games either.
Combat mode.
You found that out after playing it.
Conflict resolved.
If you want something, because you obviously care, for example, about death, enjoying those games, right? And wanted to experience it the way you did, which is why a lot of people like the backseat in the first place, then you need to just let him play it. That's my advice. That's what you were trying to ask me.
Combat mode.
Bring it on.
Basically, don't tell him anything. You're not going to want to know.
Conflict resolved.
Well, he can be complete. You just don't get all the cutscenes. But that's something you'll be like, oh, really? Oh, that gives me... Because there's no doubt he's going to want to do a challenge run anyway. In games like that. Because, come on. I know what he's like. I'm exactly the same. Hello? We do the same things. I don't know what answer you're looking for, but all I'm going to say is, if you're going to try the backseat today, you should know this going into it. Like, he could 100% it on a... not on this first playthrough, but... What if he 100%s it on a second playthrough to do from 1 before playing 2? There's a strong possibility that happens without it spoiling it. He also look into stuff like that anyway. When you're content creating, you have to think about things.
Activating combat mode.
Still though, it was the first... Still though, it was the first time... I'm speaking as if it was me doing it, I wouldn't want to know. And then I'll be like, yo, really? I have to 100% everything to do it? Let's do it all over again. I love the game so much.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's leveling up, dude.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on.
I've been like running around as bar for an hour now. Bro, come on.
Got him.
Classic RNG.
Activating combat mode.
He does 4,000 damage to me. I don't even know how I can survive.
Conflict resolved. Activating combat mode.
Also, I need to get onto the fight because I'm coming to the end of the stream and I'm getting tired already.
I'm Zach. What's your name?
Conflict resolved. Activating
I'm
combat
done
mode.
trying to farm.
Conflict resolved.
They probably wrote it that way because they want to be a bit different. But I don't believe you should make a game and have to use the original game or its save file. Like, I'll give you an example in a modern day setting. When the remake was beat, everybody was like, wow, in Rebirth, in the second game, we're going to need to... Everyone, there was this big speculation, it's clear as day it's not going to be now, about you carrying across your save file from the remake to part 2. And I was like, obviously it's not going to happen to create a game from scratch. It's not going to be the same. Which I'm sure is another thing people are going to like. Oh, but it doesn't make sense canonically. Yes, because canonically you'd have everything mastered at the end of it and have full-on level 50 characters. But yeah.
We'll be fine.
We'll be fine. I'm saying everything is fine. Why did the music restart?
Activating combat mode. Conflict resolved.
Later.
Dude, Sudokun's on a level of like, on that level of Chrono Trigger level gaming. You'd enjoy it. If you like Chrono Trigger, you probably like, I think you'd like Sudokun. Right, what am I going with? What's my setup? Why are you surprised that I played it? Why does it surprise you? Just out of curiosity. Because nobody did? How I came to play it was kind of an accident, but I've only played them once, so that's why I'm looking forward to the remaster, because you have to play them properly. So it would feel like a complete fresh experience to me as well. Right. I'm going to be using potions. So that stays like that. I'm actually using the same setup. Or am I? Does he use magic? He does use magic, right? It's gotta be it. Any gears I haven't played, unfortunately. I live on the moon. Hang on, right. Here we go. Challenge begins.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, I didn't put the other HP up on. On. 15, yes!
You can do it.
What are you talking about? I think Sephiroth played Xenogears. I've had multiple people in here tell me they played Xenogears before. And I wish I did more damage.
Bringing out the big guns.
Is it on Steam?
Is this the end?
You can always have a look locally and see if I can find it. Don't know when I get around to it though. This shit's kind of packed out afterwards. Yeah, and both me and Solid and the others, both on the same side of the world. So it could be hard.
Activating combat mode.
It would be easier for me to stream if it was like a Steam version anyway. Assuming it's the version you're happy with the game. Also, if you send a US copy over to me, I wouldn't be able to play it over it. I keep forgetting I don't have Furin. I don't really know what power stands for. Probably. Oh, okay.
Better run for it.
Is this the end?
over.
Is this the end?
No,
Oh, it's a
not if I
region.
can help
It's a
it.
region thing. They just basically it's a. Originally, it's because you can buy games cheaper and because of like regional pricing and stuff like that. Especially back then, like it weren't so universal, so they were like against. You could buy a game cheaper in a different country. Like I could buy the game in the US cheaper than I would in UK, and then we get part through customs and stuff like that. So there's all sorts of like issues along that level. It's just licensing basically, and who owns what in each country. And it still exists, unfortunately, for the most part. But, for example, I know that it's a problem with PS1 games because I should be able to. I can play my PS3 can play PS1 and PS2 games, right? But when I did the CRC for James Bond, Def sent me his US copy and it didn't work. And neither of us knew whether it would work or not. So I had to rebuy it to make it so I could do the CRC. That's why I know PS1 guys. Yeah, that's why I know PS1 versions won't work. PS3 is probably we thought it might work because PS3 was region free. So you could buy a game in America, Japan, or wherever on the PS3 and play it wherever you want. Region locks aren't even much of an issue anymore because most games are digital, so people don't care anymore. It's more of like an early thing back then. Why didn't I dodge that first? I had a good run going there. So even if Hero sent me a copy of Sudoku on PS1, a physical one, I wouldn't be able to play it. Can I have an MP thing? Hello? And these things don't happen in the middle of an attack, bro.
Warm-up's over.
Is this the end?
No.
And I use an E. I hate this game.
Bringing out the big guns. Warm-up's over.
You can do it, Zach.
Yeah, I'm on.
You can do it, Zach. Wait, got crit mode on. Nice! Nice! What? Oh, I almost completely took it out. I knocked it down to 25. I nearly 100%ed that though. This system has been really good. Oh, Eric. Oh, Sham.
Let me give you a hand with the flowers.
Oh, it gave me time to do that as well. Well, I'll keep that safe.
Brace yourself.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Good work, both of you.
Bro.
Warm-up's over.
Concentrate.
I'm feeling it.
I haven't figured out which moves do what yet. I see a move and I'm like, which one is this? What? Use the wrong move. I don't know why I did that. Oh, he's okay. Got no MP cost, but there's no point. Damn it, I needed that backup. Nice, Cisne coming in with the clutch.
You can do it.
No, I crit on as well when he's used barrier. Bad timing. I'll take it.
Brace yourself.
You can do it.
Oh, let's go! That's so good! Time to punish. And I've still got crit mode active.
You're in for it now.
You can do it, Zach.
Disney was super clutch in this fight. Favor.
Conflict resolved.
Oh my god, what a fight! That was good. That was a fun. Oh my god, that's so much fun with that fight. Oh my god, that fight was fun when it's difficult. I was waiting for this fight to be difficult. Oh. And then this seems like super sad.
Zack, you have my thanks. This is for you.
This whole scene is amazing to me. It's one of my favorite moments in the game.
Protect your honor, always.
I don't even know if all that farming even helped. I like the passing of the Buster Sword as well. Like, Zack does the same to Cloud. And how he hides his emotions there.
If you want to be a hero, you need to have dreams and honor.
And then the rain. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good.
Hey, Zack? The sky is closer in the city above, right? Kinda scary.
You don't know how long much time has passed for this, but
The flowers might like it. Maybe.
I love this moment because it's like the closure you let it, it's just like any place he can really show his emotions here where he feels like safe around her, and then like she comforts him. Like, it's such a amazing scene. And it's the moment he embraces being the first class soldier, and he has a new haircut. Yeah, this whole moment's so good, and the music's really good. The best tracks in this game aren't even remastered. That's what blows my mind. The best tracks in this game aren't even remastered versions. That's
So
because
you want to be in Soldier?
Zack.
Hang in there.
Well, that's remake, look, Zack. No, it's because
So,
it's
is
not.
everybody here now?
This is a
Sir!
4K scene. They redid these things.
You're all rookies, right?
It's not cutscene.
Sir! Yes, sir!
I don't know. It's hard to
One
explain.
piece of advice. No. An order.
Also like the nod to Cloud a minute ago. Sorry, I keep talking over the scene. Can't help myself. So much good moments in this scene. So many good moments.
Embrace your dreams. And whatever happens, protect your soldier honor.
Dreams and honor.
Got it?
Sir!
We're all coming back here alive. You hear me?
Sorry, I missed loads of chat, by the
Let's
way.
go.
I was so focused on that fight, because if I had made one mistake, he would have killed me in like 3 hits. So I had to be like super careful. And that's the end of that chapter. What a perfect way to wrap it up. Yeah, sorry I missed some in chat, by the way, because I had to be super like... So I had to be super like absorbed into that fight. Because... had I had not let anything, there was one moment where I dropped my barrier, magic barrier dropped, and luckily it was the little pellets that were hitting me and nothing else. Because if it was anything else, I probably would have died right in there and we would have lost the entire fight. Like, I was so into that fight and it was so good. And Cisne was such a clutch. But that fight being difficult was fantastic. I love this challenge so much. It's insane. It's my favorite way of playing Crisis Core that I've ever played. Like, I've played the game normally. I played it hard, done all the missions and all stuff like that. This is the best way to play it, in my opinion. Not with the no shops and stuff. Just like playing the base game has content to it. But most of us will just gloss past it because we're also doing the missions on the side because it's part of the game, part of the original game design anyway. And it's the easy get stronger method as well. So it's kind of like, but just doing this stuff naturally and by as just a story without the challenge on hard is like even on hard, like I'm seeing mechanics that I didn't even know exist, and then the fact I was able to knock his barrier down and stuff like that. And that grinding, I don't think it made much of a difference in terms of. I think a few levels might have gone up, but I don't think it made a major difference. But there's something that was just playing differently on that round. But being higher level materia helps. I was doing 100 extra damage per fireball and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, that was a very fun fight. All the major fights have been super fun and been my favorite part of the challenge so far. So looking forward to what happens next and how. Watch bigger challenge. Obviously, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking Sephiroth was going to be one of the hardest fights in the game. That's going to be one of the coolest moments for sure. We think we go into Junon and stuff. We get the Buster Sword now, so we've got all that stuff to come up as well, which is going to be really exciting stuff. So I'm looking forward to see what happens next on this challenge, the Chaos Challenge of Crisis Core.